The morning light of 29 May 1453 dawned upon a scene of chaos and carnage. The Queen City Constantinople was no more. For centuries this majestic metropolis had stood as a beacon of civilization, the last bastion of the Roman Empire. Now, it lay shattered, its formidable defenses breached, its streets echoing with the cries of the vanquished. The Ottoman banners flew high above the dome of the Hagia Sophia, a silent testament to the city's tragic fate. The once mighty Byzantine Empire, heir to the legacy of Rome, had breathed its last. The news of Constantinople's fall sent shockwaves across the known world. It marked not just the end of an empire, but the closing of a chapter in human history. The ancient world, with its echoes of gladiators and emperors, had truly come to an end. A new power, the Ottoman Empire, had risen in its place, poised to reshape the political and cultural landscape of the Mediterranean and beyond. To understand the magnitude of Constantinople's fall, one must first grasp the city's unique position and significance. Founded as Byzantium in the 7th century BC, the city had been strategically positioned at the crossroads of Europe and Asia. This enviable location, overlooking the narrow strait of the Bosphorus, made it a vital link in the trade routes connecting the East and the West. Silk, spices, and knowledge flowed through its bustling harbors, enriching its citizens and fueling its vibrant culture. Constantine the Great recognized the city's potential, and in 330 AD, he refounded it as Constantinople, the new capital of the Roman Empire. The city flourished, becoming a melting pot of cultures, a center of learning, and the heart of the Eastern Orthodox Christian world. Its towering walls, magnificent palaces, and awe-inspiring churches stood as a testament to its wealth and power, a beacon of civilization that drew scholars, merchants, and pilgrims from all corners of the known world. Protecting this treasure trove of history and culture was a defensive system that was centuries in the making. The Theodosian Walls, named after Emperor Theodosius II, who completed their construction in the 5th century AD, were a marvel of ancient engineering. This double line of towering walls, reinforced by imposing towers in a deep moat, stretched for 4 miles, safeguarding the city from landward attacks. For over 1,000 years, these walls had withstood countless sieges, earning Constantinople a reputation as an impenetrable fortress, a city that could defy any enemy. The walls were not merely a static barrier, they were part of a dynamic defense system. Archers stationed in the towers could rain down arrows on attackers, while soldiers stationed on the walls could repel attempts to scale them. The moat, a formidable obstacle in itself, could be flooded with water, further enhancing the city's defenses. The Theodosian Walls were a testament to the ingenuity and determination of the Byzantines, a physical embodiment of their will to survive. City hanging by a thread. Mehmed II was no ordinary ruler. He ascended to the Ottoman throne in 1451 at the age of 19, driven by a burning ambition to make his mark on history. He inherited an empire that was already a formidable force in the region, but Mehmed dreamed of even greater conquests. Constantinople, the jewel of the Christian world, the prize that had eluded his forefathers, became his ultimate obsession. From the moment he became Sultan, Mehmed dedicated himself to the conquest of Constantinople. He strengthened the Ottoman army, recruiting skilled soldiers and mercenaries from across his empire and beyond. Recognizing the importance of naval power, he expanded the Ottoman fleet, building new warships and recruiting experienced sailors. But most importantly, Mehmed understood that to breach the legendary Theodosian Walls, he needed a weapon like no other. Ottoman might and a harbinger of the changing times. The siege of Constantinople began in April 1453 and raged for 50 days, a relentless onslaught on the city's dwindling resources and the defenders' flagging spirits. The Ottoman army, vastly outnumbering the defenders, launched wave after wave of attacks against the Theodosian Walls. The defenders, a mix of Byzantines, Genoese mercenaries and Venetian sailors, fought back with courage and desperation, knowing that the fate of their city, their empire, hung in the balance. The defenders employed every weapon in their arsenal, from Greek fire, a deadly incendiary liquid, to boiling oil poured from the battlements. But their numbers dwindled with each passing day, their supplies ran low, and the relentless bombardment from the Ottoman cannons, led by the fearsome basilica, began to take its toll. The walls, once thought impregnable, started to crumble under the relentless assault. Leading the defense was the last Byzantine emperor, Constantine XI Palaiologos. He knew the odds were stacked against him, that the fall of Constantinople was perhaps inevitable, but he was determined to defend his city, his legacy, to the very end. He rallied his weary troops, inspiring them with his courage and determination, a beacon of hope in the face of overwhelming odds. On the morning of 29 May, as the final Ottoman assault began, Constantine XI, knowing all hope was lost, removed his imperial regalia and led his remaining soldiers in a desperate last stand against the onrushing Ottoman army. He was last seen fighting bravely amidst the enemy, his final moments lost to history. His bravery, his unwavering commitment to his city, cemented his place in history as a tragic hero, the last emperor of a dying empire. With the death of Constantine and the fall of Constantinople, a new era dawned. The Ottoman Empire, now firmly established as a major power, controlled the vital trade routes between East and West. Mehmed entered the fallen city in triumph, riding his horse to the Hagia Sophia, where he ordered the cessation of looting and declared the city his new capital. The fall of Constantinople sent shockwaves throughout Europe, sparking fear and uncertainty. Refugees fleeing the fallen city carried with them tales of Ottoman brutality and the end of Christian rule in the East. The loss of this crucial link between East and West forced European powers to seek alternative trade routes, a quest that would ultimately lead to the Age of Exploration and the discovery of new sea routes to the East. The fall of Constantinople was a seismic event that reverberates even today. It marked the end of the Byzantine Empire, the last vestige of the Roman world, and the rise of the Ottoman Empire as a major power. It severed a vital link between East and West, contributing to the decline of established trade routes and ushering in a new era of exploration and discovery. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of Constantinople's fall lies in its impact on the Renaissance. The influx of Byzantine scholars fleeing the Ottoman conquest brought with them to Italy a wealth of knowledge, particularly in ancient Greek and Roman literature and philosophy. This intellectual exchange helped fuel the burgeoning Renaissance, contributing to a rediscovery of classical learning and a flowering of art, literature, and scientific inquiry. The fall of Constantinople reminds us of the fleeting nature of power and the enduring impact of change. What do you think? Could the city have held on, or was its fall inevitable? Share your thoughts below. If you enjoyed this story, hit the like button, subscribe to Silent Epics, and join us for more fascinating journeys through history.